Let's just take a look. Let's how that work. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 1. Listen.
But I determined this with myself, that I would not come again to you in heaviness.
Listen.
For if I make you sorry.
You hear that? Y'all hear that? So I would say purpose this before he came to him. That he wasn't going to come to them in heaviness. He said, for if I made you sorry.
Who is he then that maketh me glad?
But who?
But the same which is made sorry by me.
So then he looked at it. He looked at how he came and how he approached them. He said, if he came to make them feel down and feel discouraged or distraught, he said he looked at these are the same people he looked to get joy from. That's the same thing we look to do. We look to feed from one another. It don't take nothing to kill each other. It really don't. It don't take nothing to hold nothing over nobody's head or look to try to demonize nobody, but you got to consider yourself. Everybody, and we all come from somewhere. Everybody, and we all come from somewhere. I mean, mistakes can be good. Because mistakes give you a chance to try to improve what you're doing. You can do it, it can work. Everything works for a purpose. It's just a matter of having a mind to look at how you take and use an opportunity. Some of us use opportunity or failure in an area not to improve with it, but we use it to kind of linger on it. We use it as a handicap versus you take it, you can use it as a strength. You realize what not to do. You look at how things and how you have to position yourself. That's what we're looking for. Everybody in here had to consider that. I mean, I look at this, when I give out correction to people, I cut down pretty hard. It's going to be rare somebody going to need something behind me extra. It's just being honest. You're going to take a pretty good one from me. I usually do pretty good. Did you say mm-hmm? Did you say mm-hmm? I'll be talking with you later. Yeah. But I mean, it is. When you have to get it from me, it's kind of one of them things where it kind of make you feel probably that cold. And then you have to kind of recover from that. The last thing we have to do is give it to each other. That's just being honest. So let's see what he taught. Let's listen to the book. Listen.
And I wrote this same unto you, lest when I came I should have sorrow from them of whom I ought to rejoice.
Listen.
Having confidence in you all,
yeah,
that my joy is the joy of you all.
Listen.
For out of much affliction and anguish of heart I wrote unto you with many tears.
What happened?
Not that ye should be grieved.
What one?
But that ye might know the love which I have more abundantly unto you.
Listen.
But if any have caused grief,
what happened?
He hath not grieved me, but in part.
Listen.
That I may not overcharge you all.
See that? He looked at yo. That's what I look at. I don't let one person the effect that one person affect me in every area of what I do. Sometimes we tend to do that. He said, if anybody grieving, he said, only did me in part, because he looked at here to consider the rest of the congregation. He had to consider the rest of the people. A lot of times we do stuff I don't think we really consider. I really don't think we consider when we do stuff. Listen.
Sufficient to such an each as this punishment,
what happened?
Which was inflicted of many.
Listen.
So that contrariwise, ye ought rather to forgive him.
But what?
And comfort him.
Yeah.
Lest perhaps such an one should be swallowed up with overmuch sorrow.
See that? You hear what he told them? Sufficient enough of what they already suffer. He said, now what you're supposed to be able to do, we're supposed to be able to how to comfort one another. I tell you all the time, if anybody that's in here, they'll remember that we're supposed to know how to treat them. I'm just being honest. If anybody I feel like a detriment or hurt to us or destroy us, I'll remove them. Man, we'll do the job. Y'all hear me? A lot of times people might have in their mindset and their concept, it's time for people to go or people become insufficient or unimportant to them. You got to consider, you need to leave that in the hands of the people qualified for it. That's it. He told you the first, make sure you see to get the beam out of your own eye, or you see to get the mote out your brother eye. A lot of people don't listen. A beam is bigger than a mote. So a lot of times you'll go trying to reach and take something out of somebody, you don't realize you got more detriment in yourself than somebody got in them. That's for all of us in him. But we learn. That's what we come to do. This book teaches us how we ought to walk in every aspect. We come, because what we'll do, we can get proficient in not lying or coveting or stealing and other things, but then we'll come up short on how we ought to treat one another or how we're supposed to love one another. Y'all all right? Let's see something. Hold that. Let me see the book of Matthiyahu. Let me see 6 and 9. Matter of fact, make it Matthiyahu. About 6. Let's see what that's like. Listen.
But thou, when thou, Paul, enter into thy closet, and when thou hast shut thy door, Paul to thy Abba, which is in secret, and thy Abba, which seeth in secret, shall reward thee openly.
What happened?
But when ye Palal, use not vain repetitions, as the heathen do.
What?
For they think that they shall be heard for their much speaking.
What happened?
Be not ye therefore like unto them.
Yeah.
For your Abba knoweth what things ye have need of,
Listen.
before ye ask him.
Mm-hmm.
After this manner, therefore, Palal ye,
Like what?
Abba nu, which art in Shamayim.
That's right. Our Father. I'll be new. Listen.
Hallowed be thy name.
That's right.
Thy Malkuth come.
Yeah.
Thy will be done
Well,
in Arat, as it is in Shamayim.
what we gonna ask him?
Give us this yom our daily bread,
Yeah.
and forgive us our debts.
You said do what now?
And forgive us our debts,
Whatever we owe, whatever we've done.
as we forgive our debtors.
That's tight. Now, of us, we got a lot to pay for. But he told them when they pull out, you need to remember this. You gotta know when to forgive people. If you want to be forgiven for what you've done, when you ask for your forgiveness, make sure you got in your heart to forgive other people.
That's right.
You know, especially when it come down to us.
That's right.
That's the thing about it. Sometimes we do better with people in the street than we do with one another.
Yup.
I mean, we a whole less great. We work hard to try to show people in the street just how solemn we are, how saved we are, how we walk according to the Dabarim. But then we fall short when it comes to one another.
Yup.
Some stuff we'll say and do to one another, we won't even do it to people in the street.
That's right.
Isn't that right? It's just being honest with you. We talking about forgiving. We looking at, hey, we all in the same fight.
Yes, sir.
We'll be the same play. Why they have the same mind? Y'all know that?
Yes, sir.
And remember he told me, he said when he has to forgive us this yom, our debts. Said just like we gotta forget they got debts against us.
That's right.
Y'all all right? Okay. Let's see.
All right, we back. Trying to get through this propaganda. I'm feeling like got interrogated. No, listen. There's all kind of ways to cause propaganda. You could do it through interrogation. You could do it through trying to just niggas being nosy. You have to understand. People want to know everything before they make a move. They do. Not because they're really concerned, because they probably had worse. They've done worse, but they want to know since they have been known. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean? It's just like that goes back to selling your soul. Goes back to trying to reach the stars. Reach the stars, you know what I'm saying? People trying to get up, people trying to move up in life. They trying to take all the advantages in the world. It's right there in their hands. They want to take it. What they got to lose? Nothing to lose. But people just going all out now. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. It's like he was talking about that we should forgive our debtors that we're indebted to, because you understand people really can't forgive those who haven't really admitted guilt, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you're not admitting guilt, how can I forgive you, So it's like one of those things. You have to understand what we were taught in the past. We were taught basically everything started from slavery. That's where the economic system came from. The American slavery, through enslaving black people legally, which still pretty much consists to this day, I mean, it's the same game, just a different name. So you have to understand that people still have that effect of not being told that we were wrong and we deserve to make things right, but it seems like it made things worse because, like I told you before many times, slavery was just never abolished; it was just reformed. So you can't reform something and expect to admit anything. You're not admitting nothing because you reformed it. You didn't abolish it. You didn't take it away. You reformed it. So you're not taking responsibility of showing guilt. So if you're not showing responsibility of showing guilt, how can we forgive you? Because there's no forgiveness because there's no admitting. You didn't admit nothing. It's the same thing, different name. Since the beginning, since this country was built under legislation of what it is. So if we were taught all that stuff was negative and stuff, and because we never gave forgiveness because no one ever admitted guilt. You feel me? So how can you? Why would I sit there and forgive this person who never admitted guilt from other stuff? And I know you did. I know you did this to me. And you know you did this. Everyone knows you did this to me. But you're not admitting no guilt because, why should I admit guilt when they didn't admit guilt of, what they did to my ancestors, what they're doing to me now, and what I see in this society now, and what I hear and what I watch on television. So you have to understand the game and how they got people who are desperately basically told what to do because their souls have been taken to another level. Okay, they still got their heart can still listen. Their heart can still be there. Okay? I'm not saying people lost their heart. No, that's not what I'm saying. Your soul is different than your heart. Okay, your soul is totally different than your heart. Your soul goes part of your integrity. It goes about your spirit. You know what I'm saying. I know it's mind, spirit, and soul. All that stuff is who you are in your inside of what keeps you want to do, and that the Most High, He's gonna take that. He's gonna take that and bring you up to heaven. That's what we were taught. We were taught that we were supposed to take that and bring you up to heaven. Once it's all over. That's the story they gave you. So unless you be good and and be a good nigga, or be a good slave, or be a good whatever, you do that stuff good. You go through that with righteousness and all that stuff. Then you can come to heaven and be with me for everlasting life. So that's the story that they pretty much got us doing. So basically what we're doing is they actually made a song about it. I've sung it before quite a few times because every time I speak, it's like I'm always seeing the same thing. Because ain't nothing new in the sun, you know what I'm saying? Everything's the same game, different name, Going in circles. That song, you know what I'm saying? I can't really sing it. I don't know the lyrics in that part. Going in circles. I just think my daughter, the youngest daughter, we used to go to, Knott'sberry Farm. Not really Knott'sberry Farm, but, or the fair, Orange County Fair. And, every time I go to I used to go to merry-go-round every year. Every time we go to merry-go-round. Because she's small, that's one of the rides you have to go to take a little kid. I mean, when the rides really that's the first miracle. That's the first ride that your kid usually rides when they start going to the amusement parks and carnivals and stuff like that. First ride is the merry-go-round because merry-go-round you put on a horse, and you usually hold them. You can hold them or whatever, stand next to them, and you let them go up and down and go spin around. And it looks good. Take pictures and stuff. And that's usually the first ride. So that's what I'm saying. Merry-go-round is never ending, because you're going round and round and round and round and round, and that's how life is. All you do is go around and round and round. The book, you go take the book, have them leave from the beginning all the way to the end. Then you go to the next generation and start over. You know what I'm saying? You come up in age and you start living your life through this book, or through society. Really comes from this book. So society got you living your life through this book. Then you go around another generation. Boom, boom. Every generation has these laws that's coming in to interact with that. So you have to understand. We doing all this advancing movements and all this stuff and wonderful, technologies, and people being this and being that and knowing this, knowing that. But just understand the forgiveness was never ever given, because the guilt would never ever, was never explained, as far as admitting, because it's still the same game, going the same game, different names. So how can you? So you can't say you can't have the main thing, and then have this over here, because all you doing is being a coon. So you starting the coon method. That's why you have more people who come up who are more top, up there in the big leagues, the big dogs, are more of the coons, because they have to take accountability of this transaction that never really was deposited, because it never was written. Let's go again.